There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that was a...
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, we are exposing the shocking truth about illegal gold mining in Zamfara and the powerful forces behind it. While oil from the south belongs to all Nigerians, Zamfara's gold seems to be controlled by a few political elites, criminals, and even foreign interests. Who is really benefiting? And why is insecurity in the region only getting worse? Stay tuned, because this will shock you. A recent report has accused top figures in Zamfara of secretly funding illegal mining and banditry for personal gain. Over 1.3 billion was allegedly paid to armed groups to protect illegal mining sites, fueling the violence that has turned entire community into danger zone. While ordinary people suffer, the real beneficiaries are making billions of dollars in the shadows. The report calls for an urgent investigation, demanding that security agencies track these illegal transactions, freeze accounts, and bring those responsible to justice. But here is where it gets even deeper. There are strong claims that foreign interests are also involved. Reports suggest that private aircraft have been flying into Zamfara, quietly smuggling gold out of the country, while the real owners of the land remain in poverty. And guess what? This has allegedly been happening with the full knowledge of those in power. Even now, key figures linked to the crisis hold top government position, raising serious questions. Is there a deliberate cover-up? Why does the government seem silent on this? And why are the people of Zamfara not benefiting from their own natural wealth? Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
It is worrisome that Governor Dauda Lawal and the Zamfara state government have not cleared the air on this criminal payment to terrorists since the leak of that document. Governor Lawal's silence is an acceptance of culpability. This must now attract consequence, because the evil he perpetrated in Zamfara affects the whole of Nigeria. We are only fortunate by the ray of hope offered by the Minister of State for Defense, Dr. Mohammed Bello Matawali, through his visit to the Nigerian Army's 8th Division headquarters in Sokoto State. His review of the ongoing anti-banditry and counter-terrorism operation in the Northwest region has assured us that the banditry problem will one day be a thing of the past. Gentlemen of the press, the Center Against Banditry and Terrorism can only end if we all join hands to take the war to the sponsors of the terrorist gangs. We demand a full investigation of those behind the sponsorship of terrorism in the Northwest. We expect that Mr. President will issue an effective and executive order to accelerate the naming and prosecution of all persons connected with the insecurity in Zamfara State and the Northwest, to rid that part of Nigeria of terrorism. We urge the anti-graft agencies to confirm the transactions in the document, freeze all accounts associated with listed beneficiaries, and put recipients on trial for terrorism finances. Thank you very much, and God bless Nigeria.
The day we can't tell the truth, this country cannot flourish. We can't change our, when it affects our people, we are at our best. We talk strong. Some other people appear to be above the law. That is what is going on with solid mineral. It is not that we don't know where it is. We have a whole survey of where we have what. just the length and breadth of Nigeria. What's involved in this illegal mining? They use choppers. They procure arms exactly the same way as our military were doing in the South. They give them arms. They use choppers to come and cut away the gold. And they take them out of this country and make billions of US dollars. And the federal government is not doing what it should be doing. We also know, everybody complaining about certain people from certain nationalities. How they got here, even as we are talking now, they are doing those illegal mining. And those guys are getting richer when Nigeria states are getting poorer. But we carry the consequences of banditry, kidnapping, and another thing, which these on illegal armed men, which they equip. Sir, who can afford to buy a chopper to land in an illegal mining site, cut away gold, return to sanity, and then on the way to airport, bam, take them out of the country?
There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted. And it was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom to the government house. And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations, that bandits were being kept at government house. There are so many issues. So for me, honestly, if I were him, I'll step aside and face this allegation until I clear my name before I come back and continue my job.
The issue of Zamfara, mining in Zamfara, is what has been coming to my mind. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I wanted to do a video on this. Now, what is it about this mining? First is the fact that, you see, France has always been fingered in illegal mining in that Zamfara. France. In fact, it has been said that there was a time that aircrafts were coming in, they would land in Zamfara, carry the gold and go away. Of course, when that happens, it means that even government, especially state government at that time, had a hand in it. Matawale, that is right beside you, was that governor that under him there was so much that was amiss. There was so much, banditry going on. And that banditry was nothing but, it was fueled by the fact that governors then, but past and present governors, they will have their stake, their militia group to guard their stakes in this mining site, legal mining. Simple. That was just what was wrong there. So and now the Matawale that's under him, the banditry and everything was when it was so high that under him, that illegal mining was stopped, and it was causing so much insecurity in the state. It's in government right now. In fact, having something to do with security, protection of security. And then you also, Mr. President, France, one shake hand in hand. This thing is looking like it's becoming more coordinated now. Like federal government is interested in it, not for the pocket of federal now. The people of Zamfara are not enjoying the benefits of having gold there. In fact, it is pains that they are getting, because the mining there has not been turned to like federal assets. Rather, those in government have been using it. They have been mining illegally for their pockets. Zamfara ought to be seen as, like an oil state. The kind of gold they have, I know that some other states have gold too. The kind of gold they have and all that, but a state that is grappling with poverty, abject poverty. Because interests in time past have been in mining there illegally. So, in what way is this government, Mr. President, going to do something different? Abi illegal mining, so that France and so that the former governor beside you allegedly, who was allegedly involved in illegal mining. I say allegedly, and now has become, the two of you have become side by side, police in collaboration with France. Abi is just showing you road to illegal mining. If not, we should be talking of Zamfara becoming as a state, enjoying the benefits of giving gold to the nation. Those who are doing the research, in fact, we should look into it. How much gold are they getting from Zamfara and putting in federal reserves, federal pockets? How much? But governors and those in authority at the villa, they are busy using these things and pocketing what is coming out of them. No one now. Just say I should say my own. And this conspiracy theory has been there all along. But no one has ever pointed to France like this. Nobody, no government has ever pointed to France like this. Even though those on ground know that the French government, this is how they are coming into the state. This is allegedly how they come into the state, to come and take away our gold. And now that your government has come there, looks as if it's back to how it used to be, rather than doing something unique. Something. How are you going to mine that gold in such a way that the state will be a great beneficiary after you have developed a system there that gold will be mined and all that? It's not only Zamfara, of course. There's also Kogi State. Mining of gold, there's also Kogi State. But in the case of Kogi State, you understand, there is no banditry and all around it, Kogi State also has gold, How do we mine this gold in such a way that there will be returns for the state from federal government? Or else let the state themselves mine it as state governments. Let's see these things not as personal chopping avenue.